I can't see. It's actually really hard to see with these on. It's hard enough for me to see without these on, and with these on, it's even worse. Hello, everybody. According to this, we should be live. I am live. I'm using my phone to broadcast. This is my workaround for the issues that I've had with. In fact, let me just ensure this. I can see now. Hello, Cyclonus. Hello, the Figure Six Pack. Who did I miss? Hello, Andrew and Sparkster. And I can't read that top person. Hello, everyone. How you doing? I like the look of these. You know, this is pretty wild and crazy. Pretty wild and crazy. But I cannot see. I can't read that. It doesn't matter how close I get to it. I can't read it. I can't read it all that well. Who we got? Hello, Chad. Hello, Josiah. Hello, Chris. Hey there, everyone. So, yes, I'm dressed as Max Hoodroom this time. We'll see if we can spice this up here. Hello, Dale and Omega. So we'll see if we can keep the energy level up here. I mean, I think that's the key. Hello, Lester. I'll tell you the secret to internet success. The secret to internet success is moving around a great deal. If you move around a lot, people are under the mistaken belief that you are highly energetic and you have a lot of charisma, when in fact it's just basic locomotion. Hello, the Killer Weezer. Thank you for joining. Yes, we're back. I hope everybody enjoyed the last episode. The last episode involved this gentleman. Let me see if I can do like a forced perspective here and be like, not quite, but I'm trying to make him look big, but I got to do it this way. I'm doing a forced perspective. Here we go. I got to get him close to the camera and me far away from the camera to make us look like we're the same size. I mean, like, there we go. That's the screen cap, right? Hello, Chris Meyer. And hello, Jeffrey Ball. Hello. Thank you very much for joining. I haven't gotten anything new in this week, so I don't have anything to open up and show to you. I got nothing. I'm not ready. Oh, hello, Peg Warmers. Thank you very much for joining. Always happy to see Peg Warmers. So I don't have anything to open up and show to you. I'm not prepared to do story time because I want to get some new books. And I don't have any new books, so I'm going to work on that. What I'm saying is I got nothing. Hello, Kirk. Hello, Matt Rubin. Thank you for the super box. Did you check your P.O. box? I did, and I believe I got what was sent. I have. Where is it? Oh, it's over there somewhere. Thank you, Matt. I have a stack of stuff that I got in my P.O. box, and if you sent something there, I most likely have it here at my place. I haven't opened anything yet. I will open stuff in the near future. After April 1st, I'll open it early, on camera early in the next month. But yeah, we are good. We do have an unboxing video to do for the stuff received in March. So thank you everyone for that. Hello, Brian Mack. Thank you very much for joining. I think I said hello to Chad, but if not, hello again. So I got nothing but this ridiculous Max Hoodroom costume and motion and moving around a lot. That's all. That's basically all I've got. And the complete inability to read anything with it. I cannot read any. Like I see text on the screen. I cannot read it all. Cannot read it at all. So my thought was, for every super chat, I would drink new Coke. But there is no new Coke. New Coke is old Coke, so I can't drink new Coke. Like, what can I drink? That's better than new Coke. What? I could drink bleach or something for every super chat, but I'm out of bleach, so I can't drink bleach. So what I thought I would do, and this would make the real Max Headroom spin in his digital grave. It would make his circuits scramble. Is for every super chat I will drink the rival of Coca-Cola, a Pepsi Cola. That's one way. That's one way to get the real Max Headroom very upset with me. Very upset. There are words on the screen right now. Hello, Comic Tropes. I can see that it's Comic Tropes, but I can't read. I can't read a bloody thing. Can't read a bloody thing. Hello, Big Gay Dave. Thank you, Rob Vegas. Very much appreciated. Thank you for your concern. Hello, Jay Smith. Hello, everyone. So once again, I'm broadcasting from my phone. This is my workaround to avoid the internet issues that I've been having toward the end of the month. As a result, I don't have a way to display the live chat on the screen here. I can see it, kind of. Thank you, Dave. I also think so, Dave, because I did purchase the Pepsi Cola. Anyway, so I can see the words, and if I read fast enough, I can read the words. I mean, not if I have these on. I cannot read anything. But I have these on. See, there, it looks good. Thank you, Comic Tropes and the Photo Viper. Hello, how do you do? Comic Tropes. I know that you are on the YouTube, just a little bit of advice, a little bit of inside baseball. The key to internet success, just moving a lot. Just move as much as you can. Flail your arms. Actually, I think that's a great technique. Flail your arms. It gives the impression of energy and charisma, even if you have none. So I feel this, like, if I just keep doing this, I am on my way to a silver play button. How can it not happen? How can it not happen? Yes. All I don't have anything to open. I didn't get anything new in here. I don't have any new books to read. None of that. What I have is something that we've already looked at recently, is my bag of 1993 Star Brigade, and of course the robot guy. Yeah, see, peg warmers there. See, there you go. And peg warmers, I know that you have a nice set. You have a chair and a table. What you should do every 15 to 20 seconds, just spin in that chair. Just give that chair a spin. The audience will be like, whoa, that guy just spun in his chair. I've got to tune in next week, to find out if he spins again. I feel that I should be an internet consultant. I should be giving the advice, to aspiring YouTube stars, given that my YouTube celebrity. Given my YouTube I look like I'm having a stroke. If you do this stuff too often and people are like, what's wrong with them? Call an ambulance. Shouting helps. Shouting helps. You gotta project. You gotta project. I'll tell you why. Thank you, Chris. Bat. Hello, Jenna. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Hello, Nesta. You've got to project your voice, even though the microphone is like 2 feet away. Your audience is all over the world. The audience it could be somebody in Australia, and I believe there is somebody from Australia. How is somebody from Australia gonna hear you if you don't project? So Yeah, this is a cream colored suit that I found at a thrift store years ago. And I just keep it in my closet. I don't know what to do with it, except when I need to dress up as Max Hoodroom and do something goofy with it. But what other use do I have for a cream colored suit? So anyway, Comic Tropes put some peanuts in that Pepsi. I wish I had peanuts. That would be good. Man, I wish I had peanuts now. But that's a drink of the Pepsi Cola, the rival to Max Hoodroom's. Hello, Mike Adams. Thank you for joining. Cream colored suits are underrated. You know, this would be relatively cool in the summertime. Yeah, I thought you were here, Rob. Yeah, see, there you go. So how is Rob Vegas going to hear me if I don't project? Andrew, loving the the Matlock cosplay. I like that very much. Thank you. So yeah, this is a carbonated beverage, so I will be belching through tonight's live stream. My apologies. What was I talking about? I have Star Brigade. I have these here. I mean, we can look at them. We looked at them not that long ago. I need to get some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? I need to get some new stuff. John, why peanuts? It's like an old thing that I've always done is put peanuts in Pepsi. Like the saltiness mixes with the flavor, and it's in my opinion, it's pretty good. I don't know if everybody would agree with that, but it's a thing. It's a thing. Hello, J.K. Siege. Nice to see you there. What am I doing? I don't know. Hello, Jumpin' General. Thanks for doing. I'm doing all right. Thank you. Hello, Stonegate Creations. Hi. Yeah. Yo, Max Head. Completely unrelated. I'll get to the GI Joe in a second because I've got the GI Joes to look at. I've got your rock and rolls and stuff, but something happened just before I got started here. I will admit that I'm not the best at getting back to private messages and emails and stuff. I know that I'm terrible, but there are things that kind of discourage me sometimes from checking those messages. And I got such a message today on Facebook. Somebody sent me a message not that long ago with some remarkable delusions. I mean, it's remarkably strange. Somebody who definitely has some mental health issues, got some problems to work on. Probably should be speaking to a professional rather than sending me a message. I just ignored it, but I got a follow-up message today. Now these messages that I'm getting are accusing me of all kinds of conspiracies and being in cahoots with various religions that I'm not affiliated with. Really fascinating stuff. Fascinating stuff. Also with accusations about my personal life that are like just pulled out of nowhere. The person apparently thinks that he knows where I live, but obviously doesn't. So there's a guy that needs a little help. Yeah, so I get stuff like that from time to time, and it's like, oh, that's not what I want to read. Don't need that in my life. But anyway, I digress. Rock and roll. Who we got? Hello, Impossible Pie. Yeah, someone wearing a tinfoil hat. Yeah, we got some amazing and interesting messages recently on the Facebook. So, yeah, fun times. It's like I don't know that I want to necessarily share the messages because I don't want like any undue attention to be brought to the guy. On the other hand, if this guy ends up actually being crazy, I would like somebody other than just me to know that it's happening. So I'm telling you, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Anyway, where am I? Rock and roll. Rock and roll. So I think that was White Vegeta that was on there before it disappeared. Hello, White Vegeta. Hey, it's Rob Irizarry. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rob Irizarry. Check out Rob Irizarry some of the time on What's on Joe Mind. Rob is on some episodes, and What's on Joe Mind is a great show. I try to always catch it. I'm not always active in the chat, but I always try to catch it. Anyway, yeah, I'll try. Yeah, yes, he might find you guys next. It might have something to do with the fact that I sent him over you to do, and I didn't do that. I'm just kidding. I didn't really send anybody to you. But anyway, what I got is very minimal. I've got the anti-Coke to drink for any super chats, and I've got Armor Tech figures. I've got our Cobra Bat. There's Bradley Good. Thank you for the super chat. Did you get my message with the ad from 1984 mentioning the new Dreadnought figures? I believe I did, and thank you very much. And Bradley, you earn you get a drink of the soda. Thank you very much, Bradley, and thank you for the message as well. So anyway, what I got in here? I've got rock and that's not rock and roll. I've got rock and roll. And by the way, like, say what you will about it should be Crystal Pepsi. It would be great if it were Crystal Pepsi. Anyway, say what you will about your Armor Tech figures. That's a pretty good head sculpt for rock and roll. I support that head sculpt. I think that's a good rock and roll head. If you took this, and unfortunately there's no back screws, so you cannot take this figure apart, at least not in, by conventional means. But if you could take this apart and like put it on the body of a version 1 rock and roll, I don't think it would fit. But if you could fit it, it would be all right. It's just attached to a giant robot body. And I've got like the accessories that I have for that one is like the yellow ones. I've got the rest of the frame here, but yeah, rock and roll came with yellow and purple accessories. And I thought I had all of the Armor Tech figures, but going through this, I obviously don't. I don't have Duke. I have Hawk. I think I have Hawk, and I was thinking Hawk was Duke. Any opinions on the upcoming Super 7 G.I. Joe Ultimates line? That is a line I think I will dabble in. I'll get at least a couple of them, kind of to check it out. I think it's obvious that they're not going to make it in classified scale. Hasbro kind of wants to keep keep the classified, the 6-inch scale in there. Oh, thank you, the Killer Weezer. Since you are dressed from a Duran Duran video, you should sing a verse from an 80s song. Sing a verse from an 80s song. Now, I don't know if I can technically do that. Hello, Magnus. Thank you for joining. I don't know if I can technically do that because I did sign a contractual agreement not to sing anymore on the show. So that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I did promise to never sing again. Last time I sung, it did not go well. Eardrums were burst. Seizures were had. It was not pretty. Hello, Cobra Island. Thank you for joining. Okay. So yeah, I am missing. I don't have all the Armor Tech figures. I have 11 seconds before a copyright hit. Yeah, see, there's a little window there. And my singing would be so spot on, so recording accurate that AdSense would just pick that right up. Hello, Chris, I think I said hello to Chris Meyer, but hello again, Chris Meyer. And we've got Destro. This Destro has always amused me because Like, look at the size of his head. His head is tiny. And that's supposed to be hey, it actually focused. That's nice. His head is supposed to be a mask, like a helmet that goes over his real head. Think about how small his actual head would have to be to fit in this metal mask. I just think that always kind of gives me a chuckle. It's like, wow, he's got a pinhead. You know what this reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of? Thank you, Ivan. Thank you very much. You know what this Yeah, he also apparently chopped off his left arm to put a missile launcher on it, which, as you do, What this reminds me of is the V action figures. Remember the TV show V with the aliens that wore human masks? Or there was an action figure. I can't remember who put it out. I think it might have been Mego, but I'm not sure about that. Anyway, so the V action figures, they had the alien guy that had the human face was removable, and it had the lizard face underneath it. But because of the thickness of the plastic of the human face, when you move that, the alien lizard head was tiny. It was very tiny. They had to make one or the other heads, realistic size, and I guess they went for the human head. If they made the lizard head, proportional, then when you put the human mask over it, it'd be like a football helmet. So that's what this reminds me of. It reminds me of Tiny Head v Lizard Man. I have seen a couple of those V action figures in the wild. So I've seen them in person. They're quite amusing. You should look those up. I have Robo Joe, and Robo Joe is still a little upset with me. He's still a little upset. Anyway, so I have the Robo Joe. I also have Hawk, and this figure makes me nervous because there is some gold plastic on this figure. There is a fair amount of gold plastic on this figure, and it feels like that kind of plastic that could get the gold plastic syndrome and become very brittle. It still feels pretty solid. But it makes me nervous. So I'm gonna treat this one with kid gloves. So I think that's all the Armor Tech figures that I have. I do have Rock and Roll still on the card as well, because I wanted to get the variation of the accessories. He came with both yellow and purple accessories. I have the yellow accessories loose. So I got a carded example of this figure with the purple accessories, so I could show indeed that it did come with both. So yeah, that's it. The other Star Brigade figures that I have are the standard, the standard ones, standard construction G.I. Joe figures. So yeah, I kind of feel bad, for not having like something to open for you or something to read, something to show, something new to show you. Don't really have that. So, thank you, Matt. Matt, for the super chat. Seal that Hawk in carbonite. If it does have gold plastic silver, yeah, it's See, that's what I'm worried about. So I'll try to keep that one kind of segregated, keep it safe. It may be fine. I don't know. I don't think there are a lot of those figures floating around. I don't know if anybody has ever experienced, brittleness or breakage with that figure. It just makes me nervous. Ivan likes Star Roadblock. I tell you, I think this is a really good head sculpt for Roadblock. I really do. No joshing. And it's been a while since I looked at it. I hadn't really thought about it for a while, but I picked the thing up and I'm like, that's not bad. If I could somehow get this get this head off, and if the neck post would somehow fit a version 1 rock and roll, that would be a pretty cool custom head. I think this would be all right. But yeah, but obviously he's like I mean, no human is proportional like this. His shoulders would have, like, his arms would have to be like in the robot arms, like this. So do I have the Star Brigade armor bot? I do have the Star Brigade armor bot. It is not complete. Thank you, Chad. I know I ask every other week, but how's the road to Joe Fest funding going? The road. First of all, let me have a nice tasty beverage on your behalf. Thank you. That's a good question. Honestly, I haven't been promoting it, so it really hasn't had any new movement. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to post that on the social medias to remind everybody. I mean, it's mostly funded. I'm very confident that we're going to make it. Like I said before, I've already booked the table. I've already booked the hotels. We're going to make it. So I think because like it looks like we're very clearly going to make it. For that reason, I haven't thought about it as much. So, but I need to think about it. So, thank you very much for reminding me, and I will remind everybody else on that. For those who have no idea what we're talking about, didn't he have a Gatling gun arm? Are you talking about like this rock and roll did not have a Gatling gun arm, but version 2 did have like the twin double Gatling guns. That's like quad Gatling guns. How long it took to edit the Max Headroom? It took like half of the day to edit that. I think that segment was it was less than a minute. I think it was less than 40 seconds, and it took hours. It took hours. It took like at least half of a full workday to just to edit that little piece there right before the video. So it's a lot of quick cuts. It's multiple takes. It's multiple tracks to deal with. It's the background and the green screen and then an overlay on top of that, as well as additional text, additional images, and like I knew what I wanted to do, and I shot it the way that I wanted to shoot it. But the fine details of exactly how it was going to come together, I had to kind of figure that out as I went. I can have the best intentions when I shoot the video, but when I'm actually editing it and I look at the video, maybe not everything that I think I can actually use. So the Joe Fest thing. Yes, Joe Fest is in Augusta, Georgia, in June. It is my intention to go there. I do have a GoFundMe, the link for which is not in the description of this video, even though it should be. It's at the end of June, and I should be there. I went there in 2019. That was before the Cobra. Rob Vegas, thank you for the super chat. Max Headroom was epic. Great work, mate. Thank you very much, Rob, and thank you for sponsoring this sip of anti-Coke Pepsi-Cola. So yes. So I should be in Georgia in June. Can we see you in a seersucker? Yeah, Chris, I won't rule that out. Fair enough. Yes, thank you, Ivan. We talked about what's on Joe Mind. Let's not forget to talk about Timmer. Timmer had a video that went out today. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, which means that not only are we live, but Timmer from Half the Battle also has a new video out. This week's video is on the ratio of male to female characters in the G.I. Joe toy line and other toy lines. I think it's very interesting, kind of a broad overview of not just G.I. Joe, but other 80s toy lines, and that kind of thing is very interesting to me. I like the research, and I like the, taking a different perspective on those things, and kind of taking a broader view. So do check out Timmer's video. I thought it was very good, and make sure you subscribe and check out all of Timmer's videos. I think they're all very good. I'm a big fan of Timmer, and I like Timmer personally. I think he's a really great guy. Hello, John Ulrich. Nice to see you. Okay, something while the little ones are going to finally have all the bombs for my Mud Fighter completed with fourth Cobra. Congratulations. Getting all those bombs for the Mud Fighter, not easy, because there are a lot of them. The lady that had the world's largest G.I. Joe collection, I believe you're talking about Air Devon. Air Devon, there is a series called Collectible Spectacle on YouTube that covers the collection of Air Devon. What's on Joe Mine? Where the hell are the singers? Thanks, What's on Joe Mine, and thank you for sponsoring a sip of soda. We were just mentioning What's on Joe Mind. They usually have an episode on Fridays, so that means this Friday they should have one. So make sure you check out that. We have a pretty good creative fan community for G.I. Joe, so support those guys. People are doing good work. It's free to subscribe, and it gives you a lot to watch. It gives you a lot to watch. If you wanted new G.I. Joe, you could have new G.I. Joe content pretty much every day of the week if you wanted to. There are that many people out there creating, and that, like, there's a great variety that you can watch. So if you can, like I do, support those guys. I think that's great. What we were talking about, Star Brigade, and then we just careened off. We just careened off the rails. Off the rails. But at any rate, Joe Fest. Be there. So, wow, okay. As soon as I think of an idea, as soon as I think of something to say, then I will say it. I will say it. It's been an eventful day. I've been busy. I have been busy. I've been productive. Hello, Bad Abe. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm moving my way to internet fame. This is the key to internet stardom. Thank you very much, Ivan. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. What do you say? The Max Headroom sketch is the best yet. I'm really happy with it. I like how it turned out. It's maybe as difficult as it was. It may be less elaborate than some sketches, but I do like that it got the point across, and I think it did not overstay its welcome. So, for that reason, I like it. And I don't like to toot my own horn, but I did like that. I was pretty happy with how that turned out. Max Hoodroom. Yeah, that's right. See? Anyway, as soon as I think of something to say... Oh, yeah, productive. Okay, so the next review, I don't have anything shot yet, but I was very productive today. I got almost all of the notes done. I got almost everything. Hello, Yojo. What classified figures are you most interested in seeing this year? I'd say Crimson Guard is like way at the top of that list. I'm also curious about Zorana. I think Zorana could be a good figure too. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much. So even though I didn't get video shooting done today, I got a lot of preparation and writing done today. A lot. It was actually a quite productive day. I was pretty happy about it. What this means is I should be able to get a video complete. That's the week always starts with a bit of anxiety, like, can I actually get this thing done? Can I get this video actually completed? I've got nothing. I've got a blank table. I've got a blank sheet of paper, or, blank computer screen. Can I actually get this done? Well, now that the writing is done, I feel pretty confident that I can finish the video. Now, I need to finish a little bit, like the very end part. I need to finish that a little bit, but I can do that. That's no problem. And then just set it up and then get started shooting. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, with the schedule that I have, if I'm going to keep up with it, I gotta keep things rolling along. Sometimes I think it would be nice to be able to sit on something. Hello, Dendo Star. Thank you very much. Sometimes I think it would be nice to kind of sit on something for a couple weeks, put maybe more time into it. But what I've found is putting that extra time into a video doesn't always result in a better video. At least not much better, not better enough that that it's worth the extra time. So, I think there is, let's see, Comic Tropes, do you get recognized in public? You should hang out in the G.I. Joe toy aisle at Target. I honestly, actually, I have gotten recognized a couple of times locally. That's interesting. Mostly, though, if I get recognized, it's at JoeCon or JoeFest. It's the one place and time on Earth and in the history of the world where there are enough people gathered in one place that would actually know who I am. So, but truthfully though, I have been recognized locally. That's very interesting. That's kind of amusing when that happens. So anybody local who recognizes me, hello in advance. Thank you. I did. There was something I wanted to talk about. I forgot that. Small thing. This YouTube channel's 6-year anniversary is coming up in the middle of April, so pretty soon. What I've usually done for that is just do a review and make it like a special anniversary review. But in this case, I don't know that I necessarily want to tie a review to the anniversary. I kind of like to keep the anniversary sort of as a separate thing. Sorry, I'm trying to I'm trying to read. You guys type fast. Anyway, sorry. What I think I'm going to do for the anniversary is do some kind of just a special anniversary video. So what I might do is do one of those things where you can be in the video if you want to. So if you want to send in a clip of something, just anything you want to say for the anniversary, then I can put all the clips into a special anniversary video. I really think that I'd rather do that than to kind of make it a part of a review. I just kind of feel like the reviews should be focused on the review. Yeah. 6-year anniversary is candy or iron. Interesting. Fascinating. So anyway, that's the idea. I obviously it's going to come up pretty soon. So if I'm going to do something like that, I've got to announce it like for official pretty soon. So I can't spend too much time thinking about it. But I'll figure out the specifics of that in the very near future. So if you want to participate in that, you can. Also, another thing that I really need to work on is I've got to get some Cobra Convergence stuff done. I know it's not starting until July, but there are things that have to be done before July, and I was hoping to be a lot further along than I am. I know that there's still months to go, but that time will go fast. It'll get away from me, and then things will be done at the last minute, and that's not how I want to do things. So we will have our regular lineup of presenters for Cobra Convergence. There will also be an opportunity, as there usually is, for everybody to participate and create their own thing, and even use the Cobra Convergence logo for things. So there will be an opportunity to do that, and also I will do a promotion thing for everyone else who participates in Cobra Convergence, as I've done each year. I was thinking of maybe adding some kind of interview or something, just maybe a live thing. I don't know, just adding something to allow a little bit more interactivity and to the event, a little bit more real time for the event. Oh, hello, Toy Connections. Didn't you see you there? Thank you for joining. Yeah, I've got to work out the logistics of that, if that's something I'm going to do. So, things to do, things to do. Life has not made that easy. Life has just kind of stuck its big butt in the way. Have a live Zoom thing with a few Cobra Convergence folks chatting about G.I. Joe news. I think, yeah, something like that. See, the comic tropes, what I'm thinking is something along those lines. But it's not something that is not something to do at the last minute. That needs to be planned a little bit. So, want ideas? Thank you, Toy Connections. Thank you. I will try to communicate better with the participants about what I'm working on and the progress. For the participants, like, you guys, you get to create whatever you want. So and you will have your date on the calendar and all that. I want to make sure that it's promoted well, that we get the word out. That there's some buzz and excitement, that the whole community is going to look forward to it and enjoy each and every entry. And I'm working on that. I'm working on it. But yes, life sticks its big butt in. Life does have a big butt, doesn't it? Life has a big butt, I cannot lie. Aside from the Defiant, what vehicle playset you most like to get for the show? The General, that big honking thing. I've looked at it and looked at it. I've found a few that I was close to pulling the trigger on, but they were not complete. That's the problem. Like, I could get an incomplete one and then find the parts to complete it, but then by the time you buy all the parts to complete it, it ends up being like really expensive. It would have been more cost effective to just wait and find a complete one. So I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet, but the General, that's the one that haunts my dreams. The General. The Defiant, well, I mean, the Defiant is excuse me, it is what it is. It's about 96% complete, give or take. How's the hose coming? I'm not wearing hose, but thank you for asking. What I think though is for the Defiant. I mean, unfortunately, all parts for the Defiant are expensive. There are like no cheap parts for the Defiant. But what I'm thinking is like some of the base vehicle should be in better shape, and I need to see if I can clean and repair it and get it to a point where like the gantry and the booster are in decent condition and worthy of being put in front of a high definition camera for a review, or if I need to start with a better base vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I haven't decided yet, but that's the challenge. I mean, there's nothing you can do with the Defiant that's inexpensive. Stonegate says reproduction parts. If it were just for my collection, reproduction parts wouldn't be a big deal. But I'm gonna be showing it in a review, and even though reproduction parts oftentimes look like real parts at a glance, I will be showing them close up. And people will be looking at that and maybe making a decision on whether or not they want to purchase the item themselves. So somebody might look at that, see a reproduction part, and mistake it for the genuine part and not know what to look for. Oh, more caffeine. Thank you, Comic Tropes. That's what I need. Killer Weezer. In the words of ADC, have a drink on me. Thank you, Killer Weezer. I will. Thank you. But for the purpose of a review, I feel like I need to make sure that I have authentic parts. So, yeah, that's the challenge. And, getting a complete Defiant, skip all the parts and just get one complete. That's a pretty penny as well. There's no cheap way to do it. No cheap way to do it. Hello, MCDJ ACDC. Nice to see you. I don't think I saw you earlier, but if not, hello. Thank you for joining. Anyway, so yeah, I had an idea though. When I got the Goldhead Steel Brigade. Yes, that's the joke, Bob's Dungeon. We're doing the anti-joke. For irony purposes. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you remember when I got the Goldhead Steel Brigade, this ridiculously, stupidly expensive and rare figure. For supporters, I did a pin for Goldhead, the Goldhead Brigade. I did a special pin for it. So people got that. Yeah. What I'm thinking is when I finally finish the Defiant and I finally get the thing reviewed, I'm thinking of doing another special pin for the Defiant, like the Defiant Shuttle Crew or something like that. Just something. Oh yeah, Matt has the pin. See, Matt has the pin. And thank you, Matt. Thank you for your support. And thank you, Chris. Thank you. I'm glad you like that one. So yeah, I feel like that project is so big that I would feel like I would want to give something back, give something, some value added to the community, just for the sheer magnitude of the topic. Joe Cobra Cola can bottoms up. Thank you, MCDJ ACDC. Max Headroom. Okay, here's the thing about Max Headroom. I barely saw Max Headroom as a kid. Yeah, Shuttle Crew pin. I think that would be fun. I like that idea, but I've got to actually complete the thing first. But I just think that would be a nice little value added thing for the community, just a little special memento. But so the thing about Max Headroom is, I only really saw him on the commercials. I don't think... thank you very much, Dagon. Thank you for joining. I don't think I ever saw the TV show. At least I don't remember it. But I saw the commercials for Coke. And at the time, I just thought it was a computer guy. I mean, he computer generated, I guess. So, it's some kind of early CGI technology making this computer guy. Thank you very much, Ivan. Thank you. And I didn't think about it for years because I didn't really look at it. But then a few years back, I was looking at retro stuff, and I look at Max Headroom, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's not computer. That's just a guy, isn't it? It's just a guy in a background, isn't it? Hello, Gaz. Hey, thank you for joining. So yeah, I never really thought about it until just a few years ago. That Max Headroom might not be just a CGI guy. Also, in my video, I did a little bit of the Max Headroom television broadcast hijack thing. For those that are not aware, what was the year? Was it? I think it was 1988 ish. I think it was 1988, around then. A local television broadcast was hijacked by somebody wearing a Max Headroom mask and, spouting nonsense. There was a news broadcast that was broken into briefly, and then a broadcast later, a broadcast of Doctor Who was interrupted with a Max Headroom guy, you know, Max Headroom, a Max Headroom guy, Max Headrooming. Yeah, Chicago '88. I thought it was yeah, that was it. Um, and nobody has ever found who did it. There have been theories. There have been theories. None of them completely proven. The statute of limitations has passed. I could come out and say I did it, produce the tape that used, you know, um, but nobody's ever come forward. Nobody's ever come forward to take credit for it. Some have thought it was an inside job. Killer Weezer, yes. Some have thought it was an inside job. Nobody's been able to prove that either. Yeah, it's and like TV signals. I mean, Cobra Commander does it all the time, but in reality, the hijacking of TV signals doesn't happen. That's not a common occurrence. So you know what that means, though. Oh, you know what that means. Okay, Cobra Commander did it first, okay? So somehow Max Headroom got his digital little hands on Cobra Commander technology to break in and hijack a local TV station. Josiah! Thanks for the stream every week together. Thanks for the stream every week together at. Hope to see everyone on Fridays. What's on Joe Mind stream? That's right. And What's on Joe Mind is here and present at this very moment. Why am I pointing? I don't know. Anyway, just remember. Let's see. According to my thingy here, we're closing in on an hour. I will wrap it up in an hour for a couple reasons. First of all, this jacket is warm. Second of all, I've expended a lot of energy, becoming YouTube famous, and so now I'm tired. Sorry for poking you in the eye. What's on Joe Mind? It's my mistake. I was aiming at that other guy. I accidentally hit you, but I was aiming at that other guy. So yeah, so now I'm exhausted. I've gotten quite YouTube famous, for one evening. So I'll need to rest up. Plus, I need to finish my notes for the next review. Like I said, they're basically done, but I need to finish just that much. Chad, thank you, Chad. And hey, and you know what? I actually haven't belched very much from the carbonated soda. It's a Christmas miracle. I think who you watch that YouTube mechanic Scotty Kilmar that talks with his hands. I don't know who you're talking about, but he obviously copied me. I actually invented moving your hands on camera. Before I did it, nobody moved their hands on camera. I'm a strange person. I'm an odd egg. I will admit that. I don't know what's wrong with me. And if anybody finds out, let me know. So, what have we learned today? Let's see. We learned that we've learned armor tech, guys. We talked briefly about some crazy messages that I've been getting, some crazy private messages from crazy people. By the way, sir, a crazy person, if you're watching this, you're really not helping your case. So you just might want to refocus, elsewhere. You're not gonna make that connection there. Sorry, man. What else did we learn? The road to Joe Fest. I have not shared that link in quite some time. Oh, thanks, Sparkster. Secret of movement on YouTube and not give the car keys to lower life. See, Sparkster's getting it. Sparkster's getting it. We learned to move. We learned that YouTube fame is all a matter of moving around a lot. It gives the false impression of energy and charisma. Oh yeah, Joe Fest, working on it. Should make it. Already booked hotel. Already booked the table. Trying to get my car ready to go once and for all. Don't have Armortech Duke because it's the only Armortech figure. Oh, you have Duke. Okay, cool. Got him carted off eBay a few years ago. Yeah, that's cool. I'll tell you, these things just a few years ago, mint on card, were going for a song. We're going. I mean, that's why I picked up. You know, when I got my carded rock and roll with the accessories variants, that's why I got it on the card, because it was easy. It was cheap to get it on the card. Why bother, trying to find a mint loose complete example when I can just get a carded example? And all I needed was to show side by side the yellow versus the purple accessories. Hey, Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse, how do you doing? Thank you very much for joining. Another excellent YouTube channel. So I was like, why not get it carded? I have noticed that the prices on 90s carded figures has been trending upward. I think that's to be expected. I think a lot of 90s kids are reaching that age. Thank you, Peg Warmers. Yes, hit the button, Frank. A lot of 90s kids are reaching that age where they get back into, their collecting the things that they're nostalgic about. So I think that's going to increase over a few years as more people who grew up in the 90s start coming into the hobby. The demand for those 90s figures is going to continue for a while. But not that long ago, you could get them, unless it was a rare one for some reason. You could get them pretty easy, pretty inexpensively. I don't know what my point was about that, but my point is, now I do have a few carded 90s figures. I got a bin full of them, and I like having them. It gives me an opportunity to, first of all, to look at the figure on the card and just kind of see how it was packaged, how it was marketed. There's no guesswork, right? I don't have to piece it together from accessories and everything and to kind of guess how it all went together. I can actually see it on the card. That's nice. It's also, dead mint, never been touched. So that's also nice. No paint wear, at least there shouldn't be. I mean, sometimes there can still be paint wear on a figure that's that's on the card, because those old 90s and 80s and 90s figures, they were in the blister, but there was no back blister to hold them in place. So, they jostle around like this with the paint scraping against the plastic for about 30 years or so, trying to get YouTube famous, you know what I'm saying? Demand for Fun School has skyrocketed. That's also correct. Joe fans were dismissing them for a long time. Yeah, the Fun School issues of G.I. Joe were still fresh, still new at the time that retro collecting started to take off. So it was a way to get almost a brand new figure of something that would be harder to find, if you were looking for the American version. So, Fun School, there are exceptions, of course. But Fun School was relatively inexpensive for a good while. But yes, now we are starting to see the demand for Fun School going up. that complicates things for me a little bit. Not the fun school part, but just in general, the price of things going up, up, up. Because I still got to fill some gaps in the collection. I still got to get a few things here. Like, for example, just this evening, I pointed out that I have all these Armor Tech figures. I don't have Duke. I've got this this gold plastic Syndrome Hawk, but I don't have Duke. And I thought I did. I thought I did have Duke. And that's another thing that happens. Like, I've been told for years I should have a database of what I have and what I don't have. I know. The reason I didn't keep a database for a long time is because the collection was growing too fast. I couldn't keep up with it. I was really actively and avidly collecting, so Galoob, O-Ring, A-Team figures, came in a large action figure lot from eBay. Yeah, I think I do have all of the A-Team O-Ring figures. I do have, I don't remember where I have them, but I do have them. Did somebody mention Fun School Windmill? Yes, that's right. Fun School Windmill comes with the kind of a windmill thing. It's hilarious. Now that's a literal code name right there. Hello, JB and Numbers. Thank you for joining. Watching two raccoons fight. Well, that's what they do. What you should do is put that on the internet and bill it as a raccoon boxing match and make some money off of that. Just like in that movie, Shang-Chi, you put that on the dark web, may the best raccoon win. It might be a little bit difficult getting the little boxing gloves on their little hands. They don't sit still for that. But if you can get those little boxing gloves on, just let them duke it out. Hello, Woodman. I know a couple of people have just joined recently, and I'd like to keep the live stream going, but I am quite tired. I did have a very productive day. This is the end of a long and very productive day. Not every time have I come on here and said it's been a really productive day, because some days haven't been very productive. Today though was pretty darn productive. I need to finish a little bit of writing and set up. The table that I'm on right now is the table that I use to actually do the reviews. It's like the only large flat surface I have in this place right now. So I can kind of only do one thing at a time. So I have to break everything down and put this up so we can have this nice conversation here. And then we're done with this, then I've got to pull all this down and clean up my Star Brigade toys, put toys away, and then just put up the black poster board and everything, and then get my other toys out so I can get ready to do the next review. But I'm not quite ready. I got to do a little bit of writing on that. So we have maybe about another minute, and that'll be about 8 o'clock my time. Keep an eye out for Old Mate at Aussie Post. So thank you everyone. It's been really fun. We've had a good crowd. We've had a good active live chat. We've had a few sips of Yo Pepsi Cola. That was a free one. We moved around a lot. For those seeking internet fame, the key is movement. Gives the false impression of energy and charisma. My favorite technique is arm flailing. Flail your arms a lot. It works great. I've probably picked up 500 or 600 new subscribers just in the last few minutes just from doing this. So my YouTube influencer consultation service, I'll get that started here momentarily. I can't give these secret lessons out for free. I should be charging for this. So you know, but that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You know, you want to become YouTube famous. First of all, shout, because people are really far away, and if you don't speak loudly enough, they can't hear you. And then just make sure you move a lot. False impression of energy and charisma. That's how we get things done. That's how you get famous on the internet, which is why I am famous on the internet. Yeah, see, I can be your YouTube agent. This is how we're gonna do it. You know, I am affordable, $200 an hour. You know, solve all your internet influencer problems right there. That's how we do it. Anyway, I've got to solve some of my internet problems, my influencer issues, by wrapping things up here and letting you guys go. But thank you all for being here. We will do this again next week. I will have a video pretty soon. Don't forget, the anniversary is coming up, 8th anniversary of the channel. I will do some kind of tribute thing for it, so watch for that. And that's all I got. All right, thank you, everyone, and I will say good night. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.